1. This happened on October 5th, 2018 in the city of El Paso. The person in the video is 36-year-old Daniel Villegas, who is accused of murdering 2 teens. He allegedly killed Armando Mando Lazo, 17, and Bobby England, 18, when he was 16 years old. He attempted the murder on the 10th of April 1993 when they were returning from a house party. Do you know how many times he has undergone a trial? 3. Daniel's first trial ended in a hung jury. In Daniel's second trial, he was represented by a public defender who called only 1 witness, which led to his conviction. After decades behind bars, his third trial ended in a full acquittal, and for the first time, he was a truly free man. Number 2. This happened in the Cuyahoga County Plea Court in Ohio on June 2, 2016. He is Michael Madison, convicted on 3 counts of aggravated murder for the killing and mutilation of 3 women. Do you know what happened during the hearing? Van Terry, one of the victim's fathers, gave a victim impact statement to the court, but he never actually made it to the end of his prepared written statement. Terry lost his control when Madison smiled across the courtroom at him. He leapt from his table and ran across the courtroom attempting to get at Madison. Terry was not charged. Later, Madison was sentenced to death, and he now lives on Ohio's death row. Number 3. This lady is Melissa Hardwick, who is accused of domestic violence, filed by her estranged husband. This took place in Russell and Wayne County's family court on the 16th of July 2011. Judge Jennifer Edwards was hearing the case. Hardwick's husband was explaining why he filed the order. Hardwick then interrupts and refuses to stop talking after the judge warns her she will be held in contempt for disobeying her order to do so. The hearing took an unexpected turn when Hardwick was handed a 10-day sentence, prompting her to lunge across the bench and security to have to rush in. Number 4. Next we head to the S. James Foxman Justice Center in Florida in 2017. The woman in the video is 18-year-old Ky-Andrea Cook, who was sentenced for carjacking and robbery, ending in another teen being shot but surviving. Cook accepted a plea that dropped the conspiracy charge, and the judge adjudicated other charges and sentenced her to 20 years imprisonment. As the sentence was more than they expected, Cook's mother started wailing, which led to Cook's crying. Their reactions were so intense since they believed the plea deal would end up with no prison time. Later, Cook was sentenced to 11 years and will be released in 2028. Number 5. This happened on October 23, 2018 in the Lewis County Courthouse in Washington in the courtroom of R.W. Buzzard. The accused in the video that you see are Tanner Jacobson, who is charged with reckless driving, and Kodey L. Howard, who is charged with second-degree burglary and first-degree trafficking in stolen property. Believe it or not, they attempted to flee. Do you know what the judge did? He ripped off his judicial robes to chase them. One of them was caught by the judge and the other by the cops, and second-degree escape was added to their charges. Now they are serving their sentences. Number 6. Want to hear a hard story of friendship in a courtroom? This is Miami-Dade Bond Court in July 2015. There, the judge, Mindy Glazer, was overseeing bond hearings. This accused is 49-year-old Arthur Booth, who is charged with burglary, grand theft, and fleeing and resisting arrest. After the questioning, the judge explained the terms of the bond, and suddenly she asked him if he studied in Nautilus for middle school. Guess what? They were former classmates. He broke out. Booth expressed remorse for his actions and acknowledged the harm he had caused. Booth is currently being held at the Metro West Detention Center in Miami on a $43,000 bond. Number 7. This is 32-year-old Franklin William, who is charged with armed robbery and fleeing. This incident happened in the Cleveland courtroom in 2018. He was talking during his sentence hearing. Maybe the judge thought that he was talking too much. Do you know what he did? Judge Russo ordered them to place red tape over William's mouth. Later, he justified the act for maintaining decorum, and Franklin was sentenced to 24 years in prison. Number 8. This is Spencer Boston, a 21-year-old man who was charged with speeding and possession of marijuana. This incident happened on the 27th of January 2020 in a criminal court in Lebanon. During his courtroom appearance, the young man insisted that he should not be punished for smoking weed, as it is legal in some states. Do you know what he did to make his point? Boston pulled a joint out of his pocket, sparked it up, and took a puff. Judge Hayward declared Boston in contempt of court and charged him with disorderly conduct and a second count of possession. Number 9. This is 19-year-old Damon Kemp, who is charged with the double murder of his roommates in the daytime. During the sentencing, the defendant yelled multiple times, apparently screaming out, "God!" It was a short, bizarre appearance. The judge declined to offer him a bond. He was sentenced to life imprisonment. Number 10. We now head to the 4th Circuit Court in Michigan. The man in the video is Jacob Larson. He is accused of sending unwanted advances through Facebook messages to a woman. Larson continued to aggravate the judge during the hearing. Judge John McBain ordered the man to spend 3 days in jail. Do you know what price Larson had to pay for his act? 3 days quickly jumped to 93 days. When McBain's court officer went to take Larson into custody, he resisted. Do you know what the judge did? McBain threw off his robe and helped to tackle the defiant man to the ground. He was released later. All of them in the video are people who lost their sense of being as a human in society. It is a reminder to us all as social beings. Hope you liked the video. Comment your thoughts on these events. Suggest the content or stories that you would love to hear from us. Let's grow together. Subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Until next time.